The Grow Your Own program is a program that was state funded, got passed a couple of years ago, and the idea is just employees of a district get their education paid for by the state, and during that time they remain employed by the district and then eventually grow into the role of teaching once they graduate from university.
I think the most valuable part of the Grow Your Own program is that it allowed me to earn my master's degree for free, no cost to me, while still working full-time in the district. And when it came time for me to do student teaching or do observation hours, the grant covered that as well, so I didn't have to use my paid time off. So it was designed so I could still work full-time, still work in the district, but also earn my master's towards my special education degree.
I've worked in the district now this is my 9th year. I started out as a lunch monitor, and then I moved from a lunch monitor to be a paraprofessional, and I've been working at the high school for the past 8 years. And I loved working in special ed, and this program came up, and I felt like it was a perfect opportunity to be able to continue my education and learn more about special ed and what I really like to do.
The support I've gotten from Royal Oak Schools with my colleagues, my mentors, administrators has just been awesome and overwhelming. Everyone's really been cheering me on this whole process. I've worked in the district for a while, so when people learned what I was doing, they were so excited for me and were always checking in to ask me how it was going, and they couldn't wait till I was done. And then when I did graduate, it was like all the love from everyone was just amazing.
I think the most valuable part is that you are working on the job while you're in school, so it kind of works in a way like an apprenticeship. So instead of only getting classroom experience during student teaching like most people do from university, I had been working in a classroom for 3.5 years before I actually came on as a teacher, so it creates a much more comfortable transition for people coming into the career.
I feel like it's really important for me to be able to be a teacher now. Like I said, I started out as a lunch monitor, and then I went to para, and now I'm a teacher. And I think I feel like a role model, because I have 2 kids of my own that are in the school district. I've worked with their friends, and they've kind of seen me grow and progress through all this, and I think it's important for them to see that success can happen just right here in Royal Oak, and you can grow and keep learning, and you're never told to do that.
To become a teacher in the same community that I've already been a part of for so long means a lot to me. I have worked as a parapro for 8 years, and I loved it, and I loved special education and helping the students. I really feel like it's being on the front line in education, and so getting to further my career and earn this degree has meant a lot to me.
Having the support of teachers, staff, administration throughout my time in the program is basically everything to me. I think it's arguably more important than the schooling itself. It transforms the teaching program at a university into almost like an apprenticeship role, to where we are more so learning on the job while learning the theory at the same time. So it allows us to apply that theory while we're learning on the job, but then also have the feedback from staff while I'm doing it. So I was able to take a ton of constructive criticism from staff while I'm in the classroom, get that encouragement of oh, you're doing this right, this is great that you're doing this or that. Being able to take over roles that I normally wouldn't be able to, where it's if they need some time to grade or to work with a student, they might say, hey, can you run this review real quick for a few of these guys that are a little behind. Administration, it felt really good to have their backing for the sake of just knowing they want me here. It makes me want to be here. So it gives me more fulfillment and more want to remain here in this position and to really try and build out my career here for as long as I possibly can.